Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on pages 94 and 95 of the Keyboard Musicianship Book 1. This is American Song Repertoire. The name of this piece is called When I Lost You by Irving Berlin. So let's go ahead and just listen through this piece once, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about how to put it all together. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, When I Lost You does require a little bit of finger crossings because of the scale-like contour of this melody. There are some arpeggios as well, and we want to pay special attention, most especially to the melody. Okay, so that which is not the melody, let's go ahead and just play that kind of in the background. But the melody, as you can see, it does sometimes go into the left hand. Let's pay special attention to that. Okay, so for the first system, we have here our hand is going to be in E position. But it does move around a little bit. So now that we are really advancing and progressing in our book, we have to become more comfortable expanding our hand positions, or the positions of our hands, onto the piano. A multi-key approach, if you will. Let's go ahead and just go over the left-hand part. Ready? 1, 2. We have a third here. 2, 3. Rest. B. Rest. A sharp. Tied. Finger number 3. On A. 2. Rest. And then a fifth. Excuse me. That's a 7th. Rest. Back to that 1 and 3. And then you come down to F natural there. For that 4th, finger numbers 5 and 3, play that 3rd right there. Now here, at the very end of this system, or of this page, we have a 7th again, and notice that there's a pedal indication because we have to hold this 7th while playing a D down in the left hand. Let's go ahead now and play just the right hand part. And we will play the left hand part once at the beginning because the melody does come into the left hand for a moment. Okay, here we go. Make sure it played nice and non legato. Excuse me, legato. 1, 2, 3. F sharp. Okay. A little bit of a chromatic scale there. New hand position. Keeping yourself in B position here. And then, of course, coming to C sharp. You're now in D position. So notice all the hand positions. You start at D. You go to B for a little bit, and then you come right back. Let's put both hands together now. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Before we continue, I want to bring your attention to the quarter rests in the left hand of the second system. Make sure that when those quarter rests happen, your hand or your fingers do lift from the keys to allow a space of silence during that quarter beat. The left hand is not going to be playing, but the right hand still does. So make sure that you have your nice hand independence there. Let's go on to the third system, still in E position for the left hand. But the right hand now has moved to B position, kind of like a middle B position right here. Lift. Because of the non legato for the left hand, make sure those lifts happen, but not for the right. And then, of course, we have here this new hand position, moving our way up back to D position. With the pedal, getting that D down there. Very good. Let's take a look now at the next page. Okay, so once again, still in E position for the left hand. 2, 3. The melody comes down to B for a little bit. It's pretty much the same thing as the first system in the first page. And the second part, the second system, looks pretty similar to the second system of the previous page. Yeah, pretty much exactly the same. And then, of course, down here, we have that 5 and 3 for E and G sharp. But then we have a quarter note. The melody comes down to the left hand for a moment. But then we have to prepare with that second right there. G and A for fingers 2 and 3. Now to 5 on E, rest. And notice this very, very big cluster chord here. It's going to have an awkward fingering. Now you have the option of playing the recommended fingering of 2, 4, 2, and 1, and the reason the composer wants us to play with this fingering is because it prepares our fifth finger over D, and we can just bring down that left hand for our D dominant chord. But if that feels too uncomfortable for you, go ahead and just play that with finger number 5. And then do the lift to the dominant D chord there, and then you're just fine with G, D, G, like that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and review that one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, A sharp with finger number 2, tied, A to rest, 2, 3, 1 and 3, rest, 2, 3, rest, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest. Now the fingering I choose is the 5, 2, and 1, 5, 3, and 2, because that's more comfortable to me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest. Right now. Melody begins as usual with finger number 4 on G. Same thing. Finger number 1 does come down to B position. Notice that the B usually was played by the right hand, but now played the left. Finger crossing so that you can come up here to this kind of F position. Lift. Holding still. Pedal. And there you have it. Just make sure to follow the rules that you are already used to. Lift where you need to for the non-legato after the slur's end, maintaining your legatos for the right hand, and doing the correct fingerings and the crossings. Let's go ahead and now play this one more time with good dynamics. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rest. will see you at next lesson.